Today we discuss about the application of straight line. In the previous class, we have discussed that what is slope, what is angle of inclination, we have already discussed about slope and angle of inclination. In ICSE class 10, there are a short question based on this topic. So first, we see that what type of question will come in this topic. Suppose if you given that the slope of a straight line, if you given that the slope of a straight line is 1, then what is the angle of inclination? What is the angle of inclination? Your answer will be tan theta is equal to 1. As we know that slope of a straight line is m, which is defined by tan theta. That is tan theta is equal to 1. Tan 45, theta is equal to 45. So you have to know the formula of slope and you have to know what is angle of inclination. This theta is angle of inclination. Now if it is given that y-intercepted part is some quantity, that is, if your question is include the angle of inclination and y-intercepted part, then find the equation of straight line. That is, if slope is 1 by root 3 and y-intercepted part is 5, then find the equation of straight line. If slope is 1 by root 3 and y-intercepted part is 5, then find the equation of straight line. So we know that the equation of straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. In previous class we discussed about that formula and how it is came. So now apply the given condition. Here condition is m is equal to 1 by root 3 and c is equal to 5. So what will be the equation of straight line? It will be y is equal to 1 by root 3x plus c. So what is important from the first two concepts? You have to know about slope, about angle of inclination and about y-intercepted part. What is y-intercepted part? It means that if a straight line, suppose this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and a straight line intercepted y, that is, to find y-intercept, we put in the straight line equation x is equal to 0. We have already discussed about that. Just for remind, I tell this, that if we find y-intercepted part, then you have to put x is equal to 0 in the given equation. So if the question is like that, find y-intercepted part. Find y-intercepted part of the straight line 2y minus 3x is equal to 5. Find y-intercepted part of the straight line 2y minus 3x is equal to 5. Then put x is equal to 0, that is 2y is equal to 5, y is equal to 5 by 2. So y-intercepted part is 5 by 2. That is, this point will be 0, 5 by 2. This concept we will use. This concept we will use in the further sum. Now, we have discussed about one point and slope given formula. That is, two things. That is, a straight line is passes through a known point which is x1, y1, and its slope is m. A straight line passes through x1 and y1 and its slope is m. Then what will be its equation? We have discussed that y minus y1 m into x minus x1. In the previous class we have proved this formula. Now we apply this formula to do the problem, to solve the problem. So the problem will be that a straight line passes through 1, 3 and its slope is 1. Then find the equation of the straight line. So apply this formula. Y minus y1, here x1, y1. First you write that here x1, y1 is equal to 1 by 3 and m is equal to 1. This data or this information is given. We use this. So y minus y1, y1 here is 3, m is 1 and x minus 1, x1 is 1. This is the equation of straight line. Now it is one point and it is 1 point formula and slope is given. If a straight line passes through 2 points, x2, y2. Write down this. Then the equation of straight line y minus y1, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, x minus x1. In the previous class we also discussed how this formula has come. Now we apply this formula in the problem. So the problem is a straight line passes through 1, 2 and it intersect y-axis at a distance 5 units from the origin. It intersects y-axis at distance 5 units from the origin. Find the equation. Find the equation of straight line. So if you see the problem, that you must think that here is 1 point given. So you have to calculate the second point. You have some data, you have some information. With the help of this information, you should calculate the point. First, our target is to find that unknown, find that point. Here is data, or here is the information. This information is that the straight line intersect y-axis at 5 units from the origin. That is, if this point is 1, 2 and its distance from the origin is 5 and it intersect, we know that on the y-axis, any point, the abscissa is 0. So this point will be 0, 5. So this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So here x1, y1 is equal to 0, 5. Again I explain that this is the information that a straight line meets the y-axis or intersect the y-axis at 5 distance from the origin. That is origin. This is 0, 0. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Now the straight line meets or intersect at y-axis at that point. Suppose this point is A and this point is B, and take it as x1, y1 and it is x2, y2. So the straight line meets at y-axis at 0, 5. So the equation will be y minus y1, that is 5, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y minus 5 is equal to minus 3 into x minus 0. So the equation is y plus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. So it is very important for ICSE 2021. Now we discuss about the concept of collinearity. We discuss about the concept of collinearity of 3 points, that is ABC are 3 collinear points. If these 3 points are collinear, then the slope of AB and the slope of BC will be same. That is, if this straight line, it is a straight line and it is angle of inclination. So if it is theta, then it will be theta and this will be theta, as these lines are parallel. So to prove 3 points are collinear, like that, A, B, C, these are 3 points, x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. To prove that ABC are collinear, we can use the angle of inclination. This theta is same. So the slope of AB and slope of BC must be equal. So you say that if in the previous class we discussed, if 2 lines are parallel, then the slope of these lines are equal. So you say that if AB and BC, if the slope of AB and BC are equal, then we say that AB and BC are parallel. Nah, it will be wrong. Actually, AB and BC, it has a common point B, and if these 2 lines are parallel, there are no common points. So slope of AB and slope of BC, slope of AB and slope of BC, both is tan theta and tan theta, corresponding angle theta. So this will be equal. You have to mention that B is the common point. B is common point. This point or this line is very important. This line is very important, that B is common point. So if if we equal the slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, we prove to prove 3 points are collinear, we can use this slope of AB and slope of BC, and we must mention this point P is common to AB and BC. Okay, this now we apply this idea. The question is, if a comma 0, 0 comma b and x comma y are collinear. If a comma 0, 0 comma b and x comma y are collinear, then prove that x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is very important. ICSE 2021. Most predictable question. This will be, suppose in this sum we take this point as ABC. Now slope of AB which will be b minus 0 and 0 minus a, that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Slope of BC which will be y minus b x minus 0. This is m1 and this is m2. Then you write ABC are collinear. Since ABC are collinear, so slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. That is b by minus a is equal to y minus b. This is 0, x minus 0. Now multiply, cross multiply. Bx is equal to minus ay plus ab. This will be ay plus bx is equal to ab. So to prove there is 1, so divide by ab. This will be 1. Y by b plus x by a is equal to 1. So this is the proof. Like this, we do another sum. Here we prove that data. Okay. Now, if the points A minus 5k, B 3, 0, 3, 6, C 7, 8 are collinear, then find k. It is a 2-mark question. So ABC are collinear, like the same process. Slope of AB will be slope of BC you must mention that A, B, C are collinear points. So what will be the slope of AB? This is x2 y2, that is 6 minus k by 3 minus 5, and this will be 8 minus 6 by 7 minus 3. So 6 minus k by 8 is equal to 2 by 4, that is 6 minus k is equal to 16 by 4. So k is equal to 6 minus 4, that is 2. So this is also important for short question. Now we discuss another type, very intellectual sum. All previous knowledge you have to use to do this sum. This is find the vertex. Find the vertices of a rectangle. Find the vertices of a rectangle whose sides are x is equal to 2, x is equal to 8, y is equal to 4, y is equal to 6. Find the slope of the diagonal. Find the slope of diagonal. So first we draw the straight line which from the rectangle. First we draw the straight line, a rectangle. This is x axis and this is y axis. X axis and y axis. Now it is given that x is equal to 2. In the previous classes, you know about the straight line which is parallel with the y axis. Is x is equal to constant? So here x is equal to 2, which is constant. X is equal to 2, which is constant. That is, which will be parallel to the y axis. And x is equal to 8. Suppose x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 4. That is, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 8, y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 6. So we form this rectangle. Here you see that this is x is equal to 2. That is, on this straight line, the abscissa of every point is 2. So the abscissa of A will be 2. And here we see that this is 4. This is 4. That is, ordinate of this straight line. The ordinate of the points on this straight line is always 4. So this point will be 2, 4. And similar ways, this point will be 8 and ordinate will be 4. This will be 2, 6 and this is 8, 6. So all the vertices are A 2, 4, B 8, 4, C 8, 6, D 2, 6. So we have to find the slope of diagonal. Now if we join B and D, we get a straight line. So slope of BD is equal to y2 minus y1. If it is x1 y1 x2 y2 or x2 y2 x1 y1, suppose this is x2 y2, this is x1 y1, so y2 minus y1, 6 minus 4, 2 minus 8, 2 by minus 4, that is minus half, and slope of AC, which will be 6 minus 4 by 8 minus 2. That will be 1 by 3. So again I explain that sum. Here is given that x is equal to 2, x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 6. First we draw the straight line which is y is equal to 4. We know that if y is equal to constant, then the equation will be parallel to x axis, and if x is equal to constant, then the straight line will be parallel with y axis. So if y constant, then parallel with x axis, and if x constant, that is this is constant, then it will be parallel y axis. So we draw this straight line and then use the formula of slope. Now please follow the sum once again. Now find the equation of altitude of the triangle whose vertices are 7, minus 1, minus 2, 8, 1, 2. 1, 2. Find the equation of the altitude of the triangle whose vertices are 8. ICSE 2021. This is very important for the board exam, upcoming board exam, and this is very important sum. First we draw the triangle. This is 7, minus 1, minus 2, 8, 1, 2. You have to find the equation of altitude. First, we draw this perpendicular line, and this is first altitude is AM. Now slope of BC. To find the equation of AM which is perpendicular to BC, we first calculate the slope of BC. With the help of the slope of BC, we calculate the equation of AM. Now the slope of BC is 2 minus 8 by 1 minus 2, that is minus 6 by 3 minus 2. Now, as AM is perpendicular to BC, AM is perpendicular to BC. What is the condition of perpendicularity of two straight lines? We have already discussed in the previous class, which is M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. That is minus 2 into M2 is equal to minus 1, which will be 2. So equation of AM is, we know about the point which is considered as x comma y1. So equation will be y minus y1 m2 x minus x1. So y minus y1, y minus minus 1, m2 is 2, x minus 7. That is y plus 1, 2 into x minus 7. So y minus 2x plus 1 plus 7 is equal to 0. So y minus 2x plus 8 is equal to 0. So again I explain this sum, which is very important. First you are given the vertex or vertices of the triangle, and you have to calculate all the three altitudes. Here I do the equation, here I find the equation of one altitude, and the rest of two you should do in your home. So first we draw the triangle, and this is x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. Now we calculate BC. We calculate the slope of BC. On this straight line, the first altitude, which is perpendicular of BC. Now we apply the formula of, we apply the condition of perpendicularity condition. We apply the condition of two perpendicular straight line, which is m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. That is minus 2 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Here m1 is equal to minus 2. So m2 will be 2. Now we calculate the equation of AM, y minus y1 m2 into x minus x1. So similar ways, in the similar ways, if you draw this straight line BP, then you also calculate the slope of AC. You have to calculate slope of AC. Slope of AC you can find, and again this will be 1 point given. So x2 y2 minus 2 comma y 8. So now the equation of BP, which is first slope of BP, then calculate, which is m2. With the help of this slope, which is m1 or m3, AC slope, that is y2 minus y1, 2 minus 1 by, that is 3 by minus 6, that is minus half. So slope of BP is equal to minus half. So m2 will be m2 into minus half is equal to minus 1. m2 will be 2. Hence equation of BP, y minus, this is x1 y1 considered, or consider x3 y3 as we use in the previous step x1 y1. So use this x3 and y3, y minus 8 m which is 2, x minus x1 that is x plus 2. In the same process you should calculate CQ which is perpendicular. Okay. Now we do last and very interesting sum, which is find the equation of the median. Find the equation of median. Find the equation of median whose vertices are whose vertices are 2, 5, minus 4, 9 and minus 2, 1. Minus 2, minus 1. Two 5 minus 4 9 and minus 2 minus 1. We have to calculate the median. So in the previous sum we calculate the equation of altitude. Here we calculate the median. That is, you find the midpoint of this A, B, C. Suppose midpoint is P. So midpoint of BC is equal to, we know the formula of midpoint, x1 plus x2 this is the midpoint formula. So here this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Okay. So minus 4 minus 2 by 2, 9 minus 1 by 2, that is minus 6 by 2, 8 by 2, minus 3, 4. So we find AP. So equation of AP is y minus y1 which is 5, y2 minus y1 4, this is minus 3, 4. This point is minus 3, 4. 4 minus 5 by minus 3 minus 2, x minus x1, that is y minus 5 that is 5y minus 25 is equal to x minus 2. 5y minus x minus 23 is equal to 0. So we find here the equation of AP. Like similar process, you should calculate the median, the equation of the median which is BD. You find first D as a midpoint and CQ, you find Q as a midpoint. Then do this in the same way. So in the next class we should follow some more application of straight line which will be used in physics. Okay, thank you.